Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. He's asking, can he fight the best? I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level and give him the fights that he want.
I'm that guy. I don't think that I'm that guy who I've been my whole entire career. Sometimes it just take a little minute to adjust and adapt, and I'm adjusting and I'm adapting well. So July 12th is going to be a statement.
Shakur Stevenson is fully locked in at training camp, fine-tuning every part of his game for the Teofimo Lopez fight. He's sharpening his speed, footwork, and defense while polishing his combinations and overall ring IQ. Each session is intense, pushing his limits and improving his reflexes, conditioning, and control. The discipline and focus on display make it clear. Shakur is all in on delivering a dominant,
skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
And what is it about him? Because I know he have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. He's asking, can he fight the best? I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level and give him the fights that he want. And make the
Stevenson is driven by the need to silence any remaining doubts. Despite everything he has already achieved, he believes some still question his place among the elite. Every fight is another opportunity to prove his level and remind the boxing world exactly who he is.
Yeah, on my way. You just sleep yet? And most people know if you wake up, no, they think with
You appearing on the Ariel Helwani show. Shakur spoke confidently about his upcoming clash with Teofimo Lopez and addressed critics without hesitation. He said Lopez has never faced a fighter of his caliber and believes he will present problems Teofimo hasn't seen before. Shakur also suggested Lopez would struggle against truly elite fighters like Terence Crawford, saying Crawford would likely overpower him. While acknowledging Lopez's talent, Shakur made it clear he doesn't see him on Crawford's level. He also touched on his promotional situation, explaining that although he considered moving on from Matchroom, Eddie Hearn's involvement now ensures strong structure and support for this major bout, showing how serious.
Honestly, I got a chip on my shoulder though. Like, I got something to prove. I feel like with this fight, a lot of people sleeping on me. A lot of people don't think that I'm that guy. They don't think that I'm that guy who I've been my whole entire career. Sometimes it just take a little minute to adjust and adapt, and I'm adjusting and I'm adapting well. So July 12th is going to be a statement.
You analysts have closely studied the matchup, pointing to key strengths and weaknesses on both sides. One recurring issue highlighted is Lopez's trouble with movement. While Teofimo is explosive, athletic, and dangerous with his power, he often struggles against opponents who move well and force constant adjustments. This is especially important against Stevenson, whose footwork, timing, and patience allow him to frustrate aggressive fighters. Boxing analyst Bruce Carrington has noted that Stevenson's ability to control distance, shift angles, and keep Lopez uncomfortable could limit his offensive burst and expose him to clean counters. Lopez is most effective when he sets the pace, but Stevenson's defensive awareness and rhythm changes could prevent that. Many believe Lopez's explosiveness alone won't be enough. He'll need discipline, patience, and smart timing, or risk letting Stevenson control the fight and capitalize on mistakes.
Ooh, I mean, that's their opinion. Like, you know, they could say that. But I know he never fought nobody on my level. Like, I'm 1,000,000% sure that Teo has never seen nobody as good as me in his life.
He's talking about, like, once he gets through you, then he wants Crawford, names like that. How do you think he would do against someone like Terence at this point?
I think he gets knocked out.
Can't even hang with him.
Yeah, he's too little. Bud is too big for him.
Right. As far as skills, though, do you think he's on par with the likes of Terence?
I'm not going to say he's on a Terence Crawford level of skills, but he's very skillful. he got a lot of things with him that puts him at a high level.
One thing that was interesting to me was it seemed like you were going to move on from Matchroom, but now Eddie Hearn is involved in this, and this is a Matchroom event. It seems like, I know it's a ring card too, but he's promoting it here in the United States. So what is the state of your relationship with Eddie and Matchroom at this point?
Eddie's my guy. I'm actually not signed to Matchroom, but he's my guy. I'm a big fan of Eddie Hearn, and nothing but respect to him. But I'm glad he's the promoter that's on this card. I'm glad to share the spotlight with his promotional company.
So if he's your guy, how come you're not signed to Matchroom?
I mean, it's just business. If it makes sense, then I will. You know, if it come down to it and that's what makes sense, then we'll do it. But right now, I don't think it makes sense.
Okay, so are you just more of like your own man at this point? Your own entity?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Do you negotiate with the ring people, with Turkey? You just do that yourself?
No, me and my man.
Another perspective suggests Lopez often rises to the level of his competition. Against a fighter like Stevenson, he'll be forced to operate at his highest level, relying on timing, reflexes, and ring intelligence. This bout isn't just about power, it's a test of adaptability and mental sharpness. Analysts believe Lopez can elevate his performance, but only if he controls his aggression and avoids predictable patterns Stevenson can exploit. Shakur's speed is also a major factor. Many observers describe it as a form of power, with punches arriving faster than opponents can process. Veteran analyst Ennis has pointed out that fighters frequently struggle to read Stevenson's timing, which could be decisive against Lopez. By combining speed with precision, Stevenson can dictate the pace, disrupt Lopez's rhythm, and punish openings, giving him a clear tactical advantage in key exchanges.
Like, Teo is gonna bring the fight. He's very athletic. You know, he has a lot of explosiveness, and but I do feel like when it comes to Shakur, bro, his movement may frustrate him. The only thing that worries me when it comes to Teofimo is his frustration. Like, is he going to be able to work well with a mover? You know, we've seen, you know, difficulties that he had with Sandor Martin. We've seen the difficulties that he had with Jimmy Ortiz, guys that's been moving around and not staying still. Like, if you keep Teo moving around and he can't plant his feet, what can he do? We're going to have to find that out on, you know, January 31st. And I think Shakur, he's probably one of the best guys to, you know, move his feet, be on defense, being hella patient and frustrating a fighter, bro. Like, so, I don't know. We've seen Teo get frustrated to the point where he's asking himself, do I still got it? You know what I'm saying? We got to see what his mentality is going to be like come January 31st.
Do you think that his experience on the biggest of stages, you know, his two biggest wins, he was an underdog. Then both guys, ironically enough, were southpaws like Shakur. That play any factor to you, man?
Nah, styles is different. The styles are totally different. Lomachenko don't fight like Shakur. Josh Taylor don't fight like Shakur. Like I don't see, just because southpaw, that same thing will happen. I feel like certain techniques could be used to fight Shakur, yeah. But in terms of like that approach of the fight, nah. Like, Shakur fight's totally different. You gotta be able to do some out of pocket stuff with Shakur. You gotta throw while he's throwing. That's probably some of the only time